everywhere. But before we wrap things up, I wanted to introduce a new section.
Interesting.
A new section for the show beginning today. This is called the Gaming Frontier Super Quick Interview.
Okay.
Name in progress. Right? I just came out with this name. So I want to do something interesting, something different. Last week I was on a podcast. I was a guest on a podcast from Dark Station.
Okay.
And a very very nice website for games and indie games and that kind of stuff. And they had a podcast called the Darkcast.
Ooh,
Dark Station,
cool
Darkcast,
name,
yeah. And I was on a podcast, and at the end of the show, they had a section where they do some rapid fire questions to their guests, some personal gaming related questions that you have to answer.
As fast as you can.
Not really as fast, but just not go too deep into that, right? So question like, I don't know, who's your favorite video game character, like that kind of questions.
Okay, that's cool.
So, and I loved the idea, and I had fun with it. So I wanted to introduce this to our show, and I like to have one question per show, and the host of the episode asks one question to the other guy.
Okay.
So in this case, it's my turn to ask you one question.
Okay. And it's a single question.
It's a single question, and you can explain why.
Okay.
That's your answer. So just one personal gaming related question, just for fun, really.
Right. Yeah.
Just for fun.
Okay. I like it.
So
Okay. Shoot.
let's begin with the very very first Gaming Frontier super quick interview with one question. Right. So, buddy, your question is, what is your favorite last level in a video game, and why?
Favorite last level?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Which one and why?
Okay. Oh man, there are so many good options for this.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Oh boy. Oh my God.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
Yeah. At this show where I was, they got me many questions. I was like, oh crap, I don't know.
Yeah. But that's good. I mean, because there are so many different possibilities, and that's good. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to pick. Interestingly enough, all I think of is Nintendo. Just that as a cool side note.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, I don't care. I'm gonna give the ones I'm thinking, then I want the one I decide on. I'm thinking the end of Prime, the end
of Prime 1?
Of Prime 1, yeah.
The Impact Crater, right?
The Impact Crater, yes. The end of Ocarina of Time in the castle.
Yeah.
The end of Star Fox 64, and after Andros fight and post Andros fight.
That's a good one.
The escaping part with your father. Spoiler alert.
Never thought of that. Oops.
Yeah. And I had another one and I forgot. I think those three. Oh shit! Out of those three, probably Star Fox.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, because that's the only one that Ocarina, it's great in terms of gameplay.
I was 100% sure that you were gonna pick Ocarina.
That would probably be my second one, because it also has a little bit of the reason I ended up going for Star Fox. What's the other one I said?
Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime. Solely gameplay. There's really not much in there. But Star Fox hits cool gameplay with the fighting and the going into Andros' lair and going out of it, and depending on the way you chose, you either fought with Star Wolf at the beginning. Star Wolf, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Star Wolf at the beginning, and then going to Andros' lair, fight Andros, and coming back, meeting your father, or Andros exploiting, and then meeting your father, and Fox. And James McCloud was right there, his glasses on. Very, very cool moment, because you are fed this story from the beginning that
spoiler.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. That Pepe and your father were close friends, and then your father disappeared, presumed dead. You end up with Pepe and your new team, and you go all your story around. And that's an idea that's left on your head, right? That your father is out there, might be dead, might not be dead. You end up fighting the big boss, and then he appears. And you don't know if it's an hallucination, if it's just your mind playing tricks, if your father is actually there. And then you have to follow him to the end of this tunnel-like thing. and an explosion behind you. I mean, Nintendo, why didn't you do these things anymore? Explosion behind you, trying to keep up with him, and he's saying encouraging words to you. And at the end, you see the end cinematic. It's him accelerating towards the end. He says, I don't remember his words. Believe in yourself. Something, emotional and quotable. He goes out of the thingy, the layer, and then you come out all your wings broken, spitting fire, your chip is in wrecks, and you go out just before the explosion hits, right just before the explosion gets to you. And you go out, and in the last credits, you see Fox just spinning around looking for him, and he's nowhere to be found. And that moment, I mean,
it gave me the feels, man. Listening to your narration of it, give me the feels.
All the other games, Prime and Ocarina, they are very great in terms of gameplay and puzzle solving and all you want. But the Star Fox ending has so much emotion in it that it. I don't know. I really replayed that game so much just for that ending, just to see your father again, just to see his encouragement. Were you imagining him? Was he really there? All that father-son relationship. That's very close to me, and that's very deep to me, and that's why I love it. Star Fox. It's probably my favorite ending for a game. It's not my favorite game. We all know, and I have a video here.
Favorite last level in a game.
Ocarina is my favorite game of all time, but last level, definitely Star Fox.
So Star Fox 64, best final level in a video game ever for you. Wow.
Yeah.
Never expected that choice. Never, ever.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great answer. Love that.
Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. So that was the very first Gaming Frontier super quick interview. If you have any suggestions for questions, you can comment. You can comment. You can put them in the comment section, and we will consider them for
next
future episodes. And keep that in mind. That the question that we posed to ourselves, it's a surprise. So he didn't know about the question. And next week, I'm not going to know about the question. He's going to ask me until the moment he asks the question. So just to put us on the spot and not allowing us to really think about it, just and put out and answer the first thing that we think about, right? So that's the intention of this, to
very cool. I like it.
To do something new and something interesting for the show.